It's true.
Get your curses out now. So you know.
Fuck, shit, balls, cunt, wank.
Yes, please tell me we started there.
If we did, then I love it.
It's right before Crystal said, "Get your swears out now." I just wait to see what's gonna happen because once I do this compilation, it's gonna be awesome.
I need to be on Tata's when that happens. Hang on. Come on, let me find that channel. Why can I never get to Tata's? I find it so hard to find channels that I'm following that aren't live.
It's Tata's Gaming Co.
I know, but like, why can't I just go to my channels that I'm fucking aren't live?
Just go to your following.
I do, and it won't show me channels that aren't live.
Weird.
Yeah.
Just pin it in a separate Discord account.
That's the point. I do actually have it posted in a different server. So streams, and there we go. Gotcha. Okay. Fuck. I didn't get there. Damn it.
I
Okay.
knew you weren't gonna get there in time.
Okay, everybody, welcome to our stream. Tonight we'll be playing Knights Ordained with me, Floof, the DM. Joining me is Crystal,
Hey!
Gumby,
Hello.
Kayla,
Bleh.
and Ian.
Whoa!
We hope you enjoy our nonsense.
This game tonight will be brought to you in blah form, so we will all be speaking
Listen,
nothing but blahs.
To be completely honest, this game is being used for some of us for our actual sibling therapy. Because I think some of us have some deep-seated feelings about our siblings.
Well, talking about deep-set
Well.
sibling feelings, does anybody have a journal they would like to bring out for this session?
Listen, the last session
wanna
was
do mine
only an
last.
hour and a half,
Yeah.
and there wasn't a
So-
lot of RP happening.
So, if there's anything anybody wants to bring out, bring it out now. Does anybody have one?
I hit
Depends on
plant.
how low your standards are.
10 seconds plus.
Sister help me tree.
The
Sister, help
size
me
don't
hit tree
count.
really hard.
They have to be in some way constructive.
Yes. I don't really have anything.
Nothing from you? Okay. Crystal, I believe there was something from you. I heard it.
Yeah, I wrote like 2 sentences. That's why I said I wanted to go last, so I could write like 3 more sentences.
Hold on, I think I got another one that I can bullshit my way out of. Anthony has adopted a bad habit as of late. Is the new role that he seems to be falling into is that of the group's actual bait. Through a rather unfortunate series of circumstances, he has been eaten alive by, I believe, 3 different creatures over the course of 2 days. This is, frankly, an absurd number, even at the best of times. And I hope that he doesn't rush in immediately to be consumed. That's it.
Yay, it wasn't me this time.
I like it. I like it. Take your 1 point of inspiration.
Yes.
So that's that. Crystal, I believe you're the only other person that had something. Please go ahead.
I mean, if you consider it something.
I
Go
had
ahead.
something in my brain along the lines of making up a story about how Adia fell into a lake as a child because something shiny, but
I mean, that
I haven't had
pretty
enough
cool.
time to.
I can bullshit something real quick, but
That's what Ian just did.
Yeah.
that's true.
And it got me a point of inspiration.
Alright, I can try something. It seems our group is likely split here on where we want to go. Whether if we're going to go towards the lake or go towards the ruins. I'm up for both directions, but I feel the ruins would probably be best. One, it might just be out of the forest, but the clearing would help in traveling out of the swamp. And two, there might be some treasure awaiting for the long road. Just hopefully my sisters can finally come to an agreement when we get there.
You just hear Honora go, ha!
It's like there's no argument. Like we're going to the ruins. There was a thought of maybe going to the lake.
Oh, I thought
think
we were
that-
like split between, weren't we?
No, it
Well,
was
she wanted to
whether
go
or
to
not
the
to
lake.
go because we
So that's
found
argument
we
to me?
found this magic road because it came out of nowhere,
That's
and
also
we're like, should we travel the road or should we just go straight to the dry patch and camp for the night? That was like the thing.
yeah.
Okay, this is what I got. Once upon a time, there was a girl who shall be nameless who fell into the lake because she was looking at something shiny. Turns out it was just a fish. Small, shiny, but nevertheless a fish. That girl grew up and yet still goes after the shiny things. Why? Seriously, why? The
Fuck.
end.
I had my mic muted and totally fucking ruined it.
Ah!
I said because she never grew up.
It's like, I am not. Nora, you're the mom now. You deal with it.
No! God damn it, again!
It's my turn! For the last couple days, it was my turn. It's now your turn.
Oh fuck, can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've
Is that
done
enough time,
this.
Crystal?
Yeah, sure. It's still short, but it'll work. Okay. This place is amazing. There's endless discovery and mystery, ruins, monsters, and imminent death. The last one I don't really care for. However, this is what I was wanting. This is what I wanted from joining the Knights. Yes, I miss my siblings, but this is my chance to be better than you, Evan. Just wait. And and she rips it out like she always does, puts it in the fire to burn, and then she like records all the interesting stuff like the corpse tree, all its weird stuff. She probably had like some of the goop she saved aside and examined it and like writed all her theories about the magical road. She did that like the night she watched. Yeah.
Nice.
That's why she does it, guys, because she has an issue to where she thinks she sucks and she wants to be better.
So instead of being better, she just goes after shiny shit.
Hey, if she can't be the best writer, she can't be the best photographer,
Listen,
she can't
you're-
be the best magician.
You're in tie with best bait, okay?
Yeah.
Best.
Like, she's learned to, like, not bring her cat into the bait scenario, because she could have did that yesterday, or yeah, technically yesterday.
Better the cat than you?
No, I didn't know about that.
She was pretty tore up about her cat being
All right.
destroyed, and she only has one more set of incense to last her till she goes in town. And even then, she really can't afford it. It's 10 gold worth.
Incense is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
incense is cheap. She needs the expensive shit.
This is true.
Or at least 10 gold
good good.
worth.
The good.
The dankest kush.
Some of that funky
Maddox
show.
only shows up if I have the Dinkus Kush.
Believe it, it's Maddox.
Goes haywire at the nearest sign of catnip.
Alright, recap. We're on our way to defeat the Anishag. We encountered a corpse mimic. then we encountered a random road, and now we're camping for the night. The end.
Okay, so you are encamped, and the night passes fairly uneventfully. You are now a day out from Savannah's place at a relatively dry clump that stood out in the area. You know that there was a bit of road not too far away, or you could head a direct line towards one of the more significant ruins. One of the less significant ruins, or you could head straight to the main ruin. Where would you guys like to decide upon first?
Are we gonna check the road?
How would we
I-
necessarily check the road?
I mean, I have a spell that lets me know specific enchantments. So it has conjuration.
I think it was enchantment.
No, it was conjuration.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
it was
conjuration.
conjuration. I feel like it might conjure something if we walk on it.
We don't have to walk on it. I just want to look at it and see if maybe I can get an idea of what the conjuration has to. Like, I'm just want to know because if it's harmless, then it looks like an easy path. If it's not harmless, then
Yeah.
maybe we'll have more of an idea of who or what could create it if I just knew more about it.
I'd say we could stop by the road, but none of us should step on it. Until we know exactly what it does.
Well, you and Honora are leading this expedition, so
I mean, we're frontlining it, but I think it's been pretty clear that we've been trying to leave most of the important decision making to the clearly intelligent people.
Where am I?
didn't I just say
Inner
that?
thoughts, inner thoughts. Although I guess intelligent might not be the right word for.
I've asked for y'all's opinion on everything.
You didn't exactly yesterday.
That was like heat of the moment, though. Won't happen again.
What do you want me to say? We need to get moving, and if you're going to check out this road, there's nothing exactly I can do to stop you.
I want you to say your opinion. Just because I don't agree with your opinion doesn't mean I don't want to hear it. If it's shared among everybody and nobody wants me to check the road, then I won't. But if only one person opposed to
I
it,
am unsure. I am cautious of everything.
I mean, that seems to me more of a reason to try and learn more about it versus shying away from it.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Because I was reading something at the same time. I'm sorry.
That seems like more of a reason to learn more about it than shy away from it. What if it is something dangerous and we think we're far enough away from it, but we're actually not? What if I can get some information that allows us to properly keep our distance if need be? She's looking at everybody, wanting everybody's opinion.
I think we should look at the road. But, like I said, don't go anywhere on top of it.
Honora,
Mm,
Or trigger it.
Honora will start. She's been kind of like eyeing the road, looking back to you guys, like to see like nothing but like back and forth, like clearly no progress being made. And so she's like looks at all this and goes, 10, 9, 8, and she takes a step closer towards the road.
Just fucking tell her that you want us to check out the road and then it's gonna happen. Like, jeez.
7, 6,
I mean,
I'm not
she's
bringing you
go-
back if you die from this.
5, 4.
I am like going towards the road and I'm mumbling under my breath, like try to get people's opinions about shit and they can't fucking talk.
I gave you my opinion. Tony gave you his opinion. And Nora is just being an ass.
3, 2, 1, and then she steps on the road.
We said we're
Okay.
gonna.
You step on the road and nothing happens.
Yeah, I figured.
She just kind of like throws her arms up. It's like, man, glad we wasted all this time arguing about what we should do with this road.
My character is not listening to her at all and is just identifying the road
Didn't
or
you
attempting to.
do that?
Nope.
I guess the magic
detected
conjure
and you
the
guys
road.
told-
That's why it's conjuration. She starts walking.
Yeah, it's fairly. I mean, where it's present, it's a fairly nice road. Where it's not buried in mud.
Yeah, my character pulls her ring off and, does the exact modifications to it to get the pearl to appear. And it just hovers there for a bit while she
Are you
identifies
ritual
it.
casting or just casting?
I debated about preparing it, but I'm not sure if I should or shouldn't. Yeah, I'll prepare it. That way I can just cast it. And it just takes 1 minute.
Okay then. So mark down the spell slot. You all stand around and your sister casts Identify on the road, and you get the following result. This road is not made of any natural material, and it was instead summoned through the use of magic when it was first created. Basically, it's just magic stone that was created by magic instead of just being mined and brought here.
Okay, there's nothing like malicious about it or anything.
Roll me an
I can-
Arcana check. Okay, yeah, so there is a secondary lower. Well, it's not so much lower as in it's purposefully hidden, but your Arcana spells, your Arcana sense is strong enough to pick it out. And there is a secondary purpose for the roads. They keep them. Their minor enchantment is that they're meant to keep themselves clean. As you can tell from the fact that they have in several places been overcome by the swamp, that spell is definitely dying off for the most part. But yeah, these roads were initially created by magic and designed to always be kept clean, so they would never be covered by snow or soot or mud.
And I made the assumption that it leads to the ruins, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I am gonna have a field day when we get there. Okay. Yeah, let's take the road. Keep on walking.
I'm following.
So you are following the road, and where the blue line stops, yeah, the road stops.
Oh no.
And it just gets buried under the mud, and it's no longer
And
followed.
Adia's like ahead, just like going, "Ooh, road," and then she stops and is like, "This is the end of the road." Alara will bust out laughing.
It's not as much as it's the end. It's just that it's buried in mud.
Yeah, it's unfollowable at that point. Like, you don't know if it is just gone or if it's just muddied or unattainable.
Let's just fucking go. Y'all want to go to the ruined buildings or the big ruin first?
I'd say it's a. Oh, shit.
I mean, the road doesn't probably leads directly to the big ruins, but we can't follow it. So I mean, there's no point in going directly to it.
This one's the closest ruin. That one's actually surprisingly further away. Doesn't look it though, does it?
Nope.
But it is.
How do the distance between the ruins and the big one?
And then that one is about 20, 21.
That
And
one's
then
probably
this one is about 16.
So it's
in
about the
total, this
same.
would be the shorter journey.
And what's this?
If you go
We're
straight
not
there,
doing that.
if you went straight there, it'd be about 36. If you went sideways up to here, it'd be 22. It would be about 40.
It's perfect. We go up to this one, and we go down to here. We go across, and then we go down.
Yeah, this is the preferred route.
If we go over to here, then we get up to here, then we get down to here, then we get over to here, then we get over to here. Yeah, like that.
No.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go directly to the ruins and then we can backtrack?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. So to get to the ruins, you're gonna have to push a bit for this if you want to get there before sundown. So you're going to be having to travel at a fast pace.
Okay.
You guys, if you want to reach it before sundown. If you're okay with arriving after sundown, you can travel at an average pace. Which would you guys prefer? Do you guys know the difference in what happens if you travel at a fast pace?
There's like con saves for exhaustion, right?
Traveling at a fast pace gives you a -5 to perception
perception.
scores and an inability to do anything but travel, essentially. You can't, attempt to gather anything or really interact with anything.
See, if we take our time and we're bound to be attacked by something, we're still going to be attacked. But if we travel at fast pace, we'd just be surprised.
Well,
Sure.
if you choose to travel slowly, you can actually stealth as you move and attempt to avoid all combat. But then you've got Nora and Antony in your party, so that doesn't really work very well.
Clunk,
And Allure, they all three have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I do too.
That's why I didn't
Heavy
even
boys.
think of. I didn't even consider putting stealth as a proficiency because I knew it would be pointless.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Or we can travel at a normal place to one of the smaller ruins, get there by the day's end, and just make it 2 days worth of a trip.
Well, then let's do that.
I mean, if you
Remember
guys want to
that
just try.
there's only so much time that those hags are sleeping. We don't know when it's going to wear off. She said a week, but they could be highly constitutious.
Is that a word?
It is now.
That is true. Okay. I say we make.
Could you make a shelter in the middle of the night, Nora? Are you worried about that?
I can make a shelter anyway.
Well, then let's go to this one, and then we'll do it.
I'm pretty confident
I'd
the only
rather,
place I couldn't
if the
make
hag
shelter.
is here, I'd rather not face her at night, where like we all fucking can't see except for fucking you.
Except for you. Yeah.
Cause you're special.
I was born this way.
I also had during our morning routine have all 3 of their weapons silvered for an hour.
Okay, so for the first hour of your travel, your weapons are silvered.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're heading to the northernmost
Yeah.
ruin. Okay, so that's going to be about 6 hours of travel to get there. So I would need
3D.
somebody to roll the first D100.
Can we be keeping also like just keeping an eye out for any traces of the Agnes Hag on our journey that way?
You certainly can. You can roll. If you are specifically looking out for that, you can
Always.
roll me perception. One person amongst the group,
I have a
and they'll get
+4.
advantage.
I'm at a 0, so.
I'm looking. I didn't have my character sheet up yet. I got +3.
Norm,
Sorry, what?
I have a +4 perception. What's yours?
I also have +4 perception.
Okay. Do you need to roll with advantage, or do you want to roll with advantage? Looking for
It doesn't
any
matter where we
traces
live.
of the Agnes Hag.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay,
18.
I'll keep that result in mind. Okay, so a 47 on the first day. Oh, first 2 hours of travel. Okay, and that. Nothing seems to happen for the first 2 hours.
Alright.
Okay, somebody roll for the second set of hours.
Wow.
When
Did I do
somebody
that? I did that wrong.
No, you did do
Um,
that wrong.
Got freaked out. I forgot to put the D.
and Tony, when you copy somebody's homework and change a few words, it isn't noticeable.
Oh, I just realized they rolled. My bad.
It's okay, that'll be for the third one.
Okay, so no, nothing happens.
Okay.
And then the third one is a 9.
9.
9!
Einstein.
What?
Nothing.
That's
Okay,
no.
so that's page 20. That.
Wow.
Okay, and again, nothing happens. Well done, guys. You had a very uneventful traveling time. You arrive to the ruins, and then I need somebody to roll me a d2.
Let Ian do it since didn't
He hasn't rolled yet.
rolled.
Was
Flip
it
a coin,
/R
Ian.
or slash?
/R.
Dang. What the fuck? There we go. Fuck. 2 dose.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. I don't
you-
like the way you said that.
You arrive and see this.
Okay, a black box.
No, my worst nightmare.
You see
It's a black mimic box.
you see the remains of what appears to be a square-sided, almost pyramidic structure. The front entrance is in the direction that you arrived, and there seems to be several holes in the walls, mostly in the direction that you arrived from. Several pillars dot the area around it, and it does seem to be on a sort of rise above the rest of the swamp. You can drag your tokens down to the base about here, if you wouldn't mind. Aliro, should you have 11 spell points?
Oh, long rest.
Yes, long rest.
How do you drag your token? Where's your token?
So your sheet, character sheet, if you go to your character sheet, where click and hold where the name is and then drag to the screen, you'll drag out a token for your character.
Oh!
Gumby unlocks new powers. You can do this for any sheet that you have control of, but unless the DM has set a specific token, it will just be the image of the sheet.
Okay.
Like Griff doesn't have a specific token, so
Like
the
that.
entire image comes out. And that's yeah. So I assuming Griff is here, right?
Yeah.
Big old Griff boy.
Big hole griff boy.
Okay, so you see this. What would you like to do?
My character's just staring at it for a second.
What I just did.
Wait, what? Oh, Eyes of the Grave. You don't detect any undead in the area. Nothing in this
No.
area is undead.
Is there shelter from it, or is it like an open ruin?
From what you can see, there appears to be some areas that still have a roof, but some areas of the roof have caved in, and there is also collapsed walls over here, and a little bit here, and a little bit over there. You can't see too far into it at the moment unless you get closer.
How much time do we have before it gets dark?
Another 3 hours?
Bro,
Another 3-4 hours?
This plant's not alive, is it?
bro.
Yes?
Yes.
Not you, Floof.
Oh, okay.
I did my thing, got nothing. Do your thing.
Alright. Look here.
You sense no celestials, fiends, or undead in this area.
What's your charisma modifier?
+3.
So you can do that 4 times, not just once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Divine
Yeah,
Sense.
it's 4.
You can use this feature number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier.
That's awesome.
So it don't need to be quite as sparing with it.
I didn't know that. Okay.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Mine is my I think 1 plus my wisdom.
So
No, mine's
you-
something
mm,
else. Mine. I think
Neither of
mine's
you
just my
return a
wisdom.
ping. Yeah, I think yours is wisdom in 1.
I thought it was only once a long rest.
No.
Nope.
No. Divine radar, a bit more often than that. But yeah. So neither of you return any kind
No,
of pings.
mine's
from
just
this
my
area.
wisdom mod.
Addie turns to Maddox. She vamped on the rock beside her to look him like dead in the eyes without having to squat or anything. Now look. This is a pretty good find. And I don't like doing this, but you are way quieter than any of us. I need. No!
Yeah,
I mean, it just means
you don't
stopping
have
right
to
here, but
because it rolls twice automatically. You don't have to hit disadvantage, or unless it does it automatically. I think it does it automatically.
it did it automatically.
You can see.
Just know that the first one will be the disadvantage one.
I could set it back
Yes.
to.
You got a 5 on that instead of no, sorry, an 8, not a 5.
Yeah, because it was the first roll was a 14
Okay.
and an 8, so it was 8 plus 0.
Okay.
Okay. So, Antony, you move up towards the area.
I just wanted to move like right to here. I didn't know.
So you move to there. Okay. Uh, Adia, were you sending in Maddox?
I was trying to convince him to not be upset that I was sending him in.
He kind of sits on the rock at about eye level with you. You know, does the whole licks his paw thing and rubs his face, and then looks down at you and just bumps you on the head with his head. You know,
Good boy.
that affectionate way cats do. And then he jumps down off of the rock and starts heading upwards. So yeah, he can get a bit closer if you would like. And it is as he gets closer, it does seem to be quite dark in there, so we won't be able to see too far.
I would like to just make a perception check because I would like to just look
Okay.
and listen to my surroundings.
Okay, so we'll hold Maddox there while Illyria does this. So roll that perception. There's wind billowing through the plants in this area. You know, bubbling water from a stream not too far away. Strangely, you don't seem to hear too much wildlife. There's no birds chirping, but then
I also want to
there's been several points where there has
slyly
been
just
more.
like keep an eye on Rivers just to see how he reacts to things because if he's like alert, then maybe something's up, you know?
He kind of looks at you, looking at him.
No, I'm gonna do it slyly.
Okay, roll me stealth. Oh.
And he looks at me. And I look at him. And he looks at me.
15.
Oh, not bad. 15. He looks at you, looking at him,
I look at him, looking at me, looking at you.
and he kind of gives you a little like he has his arms crossed and he kind of lifts up one hand and gives you a little wave. He, you know, roll me an insight.
Nice.
Yeah, his shoulders are maybe a bit tenser. You know, he's looking at this thing with his eyes a little bit squinted, and he's occasionally rolling his shoulders as if he's loosening them up.
You know.
And I have been like trying to get Antonio to back away because he's loud. Antonia!
Get back here.
What? Okay.
Yeah, he just turns and shouts full volume. Okay.
Hold on, I'd try to stealth back even though I don't really need to.
Yeah.
No!
Antony just sort of turns, and as he's walking past one of
Trips.
those pillars, he just like hits it with his shoulder and sets his arm shaking a bit. So there's a very solid clang that reverberates throughout the area for probably longer than it would normally. Okay, so Maddox is approaching the front entrance.
I'm
And he
going
starts.
to look into his eyes, but I'm gonna like grab probably Nora's if she's closest. Just hit me if I'm about to die, please.
So Maddox can move into that square. Okay,
Meow.
he sees.
Meow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to need an agility
Aw.
check, acrobatics check from him as he moves in deeper.
Traps.
Yeah. You said dexterity check?
Yeah, dexterity, acrobatics if he has it.
No. He has a saving throw, but he doesn't have acrobatics. Maybe it doesn't even have a saving throw. I don't know what I'm talking about. +2.
Maddox.
Alright.
Maddox moves in deeper, and then you hear in your head like a distressed meow.
Oh God! Why, Floof? You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not what you're thinking.
Oh really?
Uh,
I can't see spider webs.
You can see spiderwebs, but it's not what you're thinking.
You're not allowed. You're gonna trigger
Okay.
Ian.
Maddox
Joke's on
is
you, I'm
now,
already triggered.
Maddox is now trapped in this spiderweb, and as he tries to pull himself freer, he is getting more and more tangled in its sticky webs. What are you doing, Gadget?
You can snap him out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna snap him out.
Yeah.
As you snap him out, the last thing he sees is something racing towards him,
Oh my god.
and
What the
then
fuck?
darkness.
Imprisoning me. All that I see.
Did I
Absolute
snap him out
horror.
at least though?
Oh yeah, Maddox snaps out and appears next to you.
What?
He's not looking completely offended, but he's not happy.
Did I get a? Because since I was looking through his eyes, did I get an idea of like was that? Because I saw that token. Is that about as roughly as a?
You saw that thing through Maddox for about as long as you could see the token on the screen.
I'm gonna
So
cast.
you saw something with multiple arms racing along towards him on the webs.
I'm gonna cast aid on my siblings and myself.
Get those hit points, yo! Okay, so you will gain 5 additional maximum hit points.
For the next 8 hours.
Booyaka.
I explained to them what I saw. Look, I don't know what that is. It looks freaky. There are spider webs.
Do you want me to like send something flamey in there?
My honest opinion is that
Actually, it's more radiant than flamey.
maybe we stay out here for long enough for me to silver
Is
your
it like
weapons
an
before we go in there.
enclosed ruin?
There are holes in the ceiling. There are several like bricks missing out from most of the walls here and there, so there are like impromptu windows, and several parts of the wall have fallen away in other places.
Maybe just don't encroach on their home. We'll camp like away.
Nah, they got goods in there. They tried to hurt our cat.
Our?
Maddox is part of this family.
My character is desperately wanting to go in there. She's trying to keep her mouth shut about it and hoping that everyone else will want to go in there too. But she is very disappointed at the idea of not going in there.
I will look to Lenora.
I don't fucking care.
Really getting tired of your stoic not caringness, okay?
I think that we should at least stay out here long enough for me to silver our weapons in case those things, or that thing, excuse me, I only saw one, comes out of the ruin. I just think that it's also unsafe to camp beside this ruin, knowing there is a creature that can restrain us in those sticky webs. And I am so upset that I unprepared spider climb.
Spider crawl. Da-na-na, da-na.
Does whatever spider crawl does. She just kind of pats the rock where Maddox is for y'all to lay your weapons down if you're okay with her silvering them at least, while you discuss whether we're going in the ruins or not.
Well, we're definitely not going in. You can throw a rock in it. See what happens.
Don't
So
know
you're gonna
why, but I
just
have
launch a rock inside.
not right now, please. Let me prepare, please. Don't.
Didn't say I was going to now.
Okay.
If everybody puts their weapons down, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Starting with it. Starting with the Noras first, then going to Antonia's and then Alaris. I believe that's the order I should do it in.
Okay. Okay. So you start spending your time of the next half an hour it takes for you to complete this. And you don't hear any movement or see any movement from the ruins that you are watching. Nothing seems to change or happen.
That's good.
Like halfway through the process, she'll kind of just like over her shoulder say, I think that it's probably more of a den creature that sets traps and waits for their prey. They're not going to come out here while we're awake, at least. But I also don't feel comfortable going to sleep beside them because there's a chance that they could come after us.
Yeah.
It's either prepare now and face them now, clear the area, or
What's up?
try and leave. Because I'm not staying here knowing that that thing, whatever it is in that ruin.
hmm
So the half hour is done.
Yeah, the half hour is completed. Your rest is had. Well, you could have had a short rest in this time if you so felt the need.
Oh, I would have done
I mean-
arcane recovery.
Well, no, you
You
couldn't because
can't
you were
because
doing
you're
stuff.
doing a spell.
No, you can't. While you're
Yeah, you're,
doing stuff
you're
like that.
doing
You
an
can't.
activity, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm just gonna launch a sacred flame into the temple thingy.
You target a random spot in the darkness and a small burst of flames appears. You see a couple of a small amount of cobwebs sort of disintegrate a little bit, and then the light disappears.
Wow.
Mm,
Wow.
I do have
Wow.
an aerial effect that does this that I can do with actual fire if need be, but it's cost me like 12 points. I don't know if you guys want me to throw that in there before we charge, because the spider webs trapped Maddox pretty easily, and he's definitely not the least dexterous of us. And she kind of looks at Honora and Antonia.
Nah, I could do a backflip in this arm. No, I can't.
Whatever. I climbed a tree once.
Were you wearing your armor?
I climbed a tree once.
I mean, I don't feel the need to elaborate.
You up for killing some
You know,
spiders?
Maddox can climb trees. She just says offhand.
Well, then I guess we're operating on about the same level then.
Look at climbing speed of 40.
Oops.
I think it'd be a good idea to start with that fire. Either that, or I could. Let's see here. I have some oil and a lantern we could break. Oil and matches that we could throw in there quickly.
Let's go
Actually-
with the spell. That way we're not out. Your lantern. Though, do we really need a lantern when you could just light?
Yeah, I have dancing lights, and I have a lantern as well.
Dancing
Actually, the-
lights? Go
Yeah.
them into the darkness.
No, because it costs concentration. I'm focusing on keeping y'all's weapon silvered.
Oh.
Antonia has light if we need it.
So,
But right
Yeah,
now,
if you
I've got
get
light.
hit, there's a chance that our weapons become unsilvered.
that's why I'm not going to run in the middle of combat like an idiot, like I've been doing these past couple days.
Listen, I don't know your abilities.
I don't know your life.
My fool.
I do think the oil would be a good idea. He doesn't need to throw his lantern in there, but if we throw a
Okay.
little oil in there, it could possibly spread with my.
Yeah. I
But
got
we
a flask of oil and some and a tinder box and 3 torches. So do whatever with that.
I have plenty of oil if you ever need some. So I mean, we can sacrifice one. Let's time it. If everyone's cool with this, I say let's time it. Because I it's a delayed aerial effect, so I have a moment. So after I throw it in there, then you throw the oil, like following it.
Okay.
I like. Let me read the spell real quick. Okay, it doesn't say anything about seeing where I throw this orb. It just says somewhere within. Oh, I
Yeah,
did
you just sort of
range.
flick it off in a distance.
Tell me before you throw it, though.
Well, see, the way it works is, basically like if you're looking at an initiative form, it's like I did it this round, and then the beginning of my next turn is when it goes. So you basically have like 6 seconds to throw it. So I'll throw mine and say chunk the oil, and then you throw yours.
Okay.
Let me look at Bad Addy to see the range on it, because apparently I didn't do that.
Is throwing. Hopefully, it's not a dex thing to throw it. Otherwise, I'd hand it to someone else.
No, you would be able to use strength for it.
Okay.
90 feet is the range. So find where I'm at. That's like roughly where Maddox was, right?
Yeah.
So probably like right there.
I pull Adia closer to me, so she's one like where I am, and I will go step over and go just straight.
Straight, you think?
Yeah. So step here, because I'm pulling you over, and like just lob it in there straight.
Don't go for no funky trick shots.
Just put it there,
Right here?
right in the center.
Like right back here then, right?
Yeah, it's an AOE. Put it in the fucking center.
I'll put it right there. That's the I'm pretty sure it's a 10-foot radius though, so it's not like a powerful AoE. Would you rather do it like right here to where it can clear?
You don't know where they're fucking hiding in there.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm more worried about clearing the path for us to get in there though. Like if
Okay.
I clear this
I
center
know.
room,
I just
and
you
the-
do you. I just like stand here because this is a straight throw.
If there are any traps in the entrance, though, throwing it right here would pretty much clear all the traps.
yeah, I'm gonna
I
throw
think.
it like.
Well, then we can't get past the fire. Never mind.
Well, okay, yeah. So what
So
I'll
center.
do, I'll just throw it center, maybe like try and throw it a square closer to me, but try and be as center as possible for this. And as soon as I throw it, basically I just take my ring off and the little orb appears and I kind of like draw it out of the gem and you see me fling it in that direction. And I'm just like Antonia as soon as I fling it, so he knows to throw his ult right after me.
Okay.
And it's fire that I choose.
And you flung it already?
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire.
So I keep flinging. I'd stand in the center, quickly cast Shield of Faith on myself, and then fling the flask.
Okay.
Oh, and I poke at you. And I point to Tony what he just did and went, do it. Armor!
What a
Oh, I did it this morning. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't say it, but I took the spell points. That's why I'm at 13 instead of 17.
Ah.
But I also need to knock it down to 11 because I just did that spell.
Okay, so you launch in your glowing bead and it gets in here. And then the vial of oil follows after it. And what is the explosive radius of
It's
chromatic
a
laser blast?
10-foot radius,
Okay.
like from the point 10 feet out. And it's the dexterity saving throw or 4d8.
Okay, a second.
So you will
Is
light a
Nora
poor old
beside
man.
us while this is happening, or is she staying back?
She's taking a nap next to Griff. The hell?
She's in her mind
Yeah.
palace playing another
She's
game.
just kind of like watching this. She's gonna slowly inch up. She'll rejoin you guys.
Okay, so. Okay, 1 second.
Let me fix this spell. Location. I thought I did this already. It's 90 feet. It is a gem worth 50.
So a giant exploding fireball, far larger than you were expecting it to be,
Oh no.
Ooh.
comes out from the combination of the oil and the chromatic blast.
Wait, what comes out?
Fireball that you can see filling a good portion of the area, and we'll now do that.
Holy shit.
It seems to have impacted a lot closer to you than you thought, and you realise that there is a pillar in the middle of the room here that your things seem to have gotten stuck on.
Okay.
But once it is cleared away,
Oh, I killed them. I deleted them.
okay,
Charge.
there is enough smouldering ruins of webs in there that you can see clearly enough from here what it looks like in there.
But I mean, after the thing goes off, as long as it looks clear, I'm running in there. So
Okay, so as you run in, Lyra is following behind. You know what time it
I am
is? It is initiative time.
definitely trying to let Anora go before me. So if I skip my free movement, that's fine. I just want them all ahead of me. I'm learning my squish place.
As you should. Good squish squad.
Yay, 13.
Stop letting me roll. Why is it
We
not letting me
really
roll?
roll the same initiative, it seems, every single time, Kayla.
At least it's not a 4.
Hey, 13's my lucky number. I'm fine with that.
hey, it rolled a 0. Nice. No, I said it rolled a 0.
You can't roll a 0.
You can.
Nonsense.
Honora can.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Honora can.
Sorry, Honora.
I can what?
You can roll
You
a
can
0
roll a 0.
on your
could roll
On
initiative.
initiative. Yeah.
Maddox is beside me. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a
Ugh!
giant. Fuck you.
So the first thing that happens is these. I'm gonna blow these up so you can see what
Can
they
you
look like.
not?
No, you're good.
Ugh.
No fix.
They're about
Mm.
they're about waist high to you guys, to Alira, and they have multiple daggers, and they start swarming into this guy was here. So
Maybe I should have went this way and covered you guys. And well, no, you guys can deal with the bigger spider. Oh, like spiders.
Ah. Bleh. Blah, blah, blah.
right, they can only have a 25, so it can get there.
How do you have like the 30 or the 40 over 35 on your characters right there?
So
That's a thing I need to set up, but it's not. I set it up on a different page, but forgot to save it as their thing.
Okay.
like on mine,
Yeah.
this is because I had aid. I'll show you what my character sheet hit thing looks like.
Okay. And Tony, you about to get stabbed a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So the first one takes its attacks. A shank, and a shank.
Ooh.
Hey, at least it's bee stings.
They're little
21
bee stings.
misses, 14 misses, 24 hits.
Yes. However, you do reduce the crit by your 3, so in it that shouldn't be a +2. That should be
So
a +4.
only
So
2
so it'll do
damage then.
4 damage.
4 damage.
It should have it should be +4, not +2, because crits are maximized instead. So you take 4 damage as one of these attacks from this first creature impact. The second creature
Even
takes
though I reduce it by 3 damage.
yeah, so it's down to 4 damage total.
Okay.
So none of those get through for the second creature. From the third creature,
Oh, damn, they get 3 attacks?
yep, 20.
Oh,
No, nothing. And the fourth creature. Okay, so that's 8 damage, which is then reduced down to 5. So take another 5 damage. As these things are stabbing at you multiple times with their arms and start screeching in a
Out of
strange chittering
curiosity, why
noise
does he have a reduction?
because he has heavy armor mastery.
Oh.
So all piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing is reduced by 3,
Gotcha. I did
which
not
is
know.
quite nice against this kind of creature. Alira, so the first one's going to stab at you.
Quit rolling crits.
It did just roll 2 nat 1s before hitting that crit. So that is 10 damage, Alira. I'm gonna fucking set these to maximize crits.
I think this is why you're not supposed to have spiders.
These aren't spiders though.
These
They're
are spiders.
arachnids. They're arachnids.
The second one will go after you there again. $18, does that hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
There's
that's another
6.
10 damage.
6.
And the third, yeah, but then there's a second
Oh,
hit
then.
before.
Okay.
So, and then the third one had to run to get to you, so it has not
Wow,
happened.
that's half my hit points. Gone.
Oh.
Adia, you've just seen this swarm of things descend upon your sister and brother.
Okay.
I only had 2 attack me?
Yes, the third one had to run to get to you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my AOE is a delayed AOE, and it's the only one I have. If I did it like right here, would it get these ones that are up high, or would the elevated keep them safe?
Where are you doing?
Like if I were to throw it right here, would the elevated floor keep them safe?
Oh, you mean another chromatic orb?
Yeah.
Delayed chromatic blast. The ones up high would get it. The ones behind, if there's anything over here, you wouldn't get it. But yeah, these would be hit.
They stayed there because they're probably gonna do it against this wall. And that would still. I would have to do it here. Her. I'm worried about. He's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
I'm
hang on.
gonna actually. I want to place it somewhere, but it all depends if Alir will listen to her. I want to place it right here, but it would hit Alir if she doesn't move. But if she listens to my character and moves, like retreats, that she's obviously hurt pretty bad. Then maybe it will be. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's risk it. I'm gonna like sidestep so I can get it off at an angle right there.
Okay.
Do my fire chromatic orb again.
So you flick this little speck over your sister's shoulder and it lands. Glowing a
And
soft red there.
yeah. And I let her know that she needs to back up.
Back the fuck up. Okay.
What do you
Lyra.
say?
You see the fire thing right there, and I let you know, I'm about to do another blast, and you might get hurt if you don't back up.
Okay.
Okay. Lyra, it's your turn. Your
Uh,
sister has warned you when you saw something land in front of you.
Cool. Before I back up, I'm just gonna lich slap the guy next to me.
Okay, roll it. Okay, you turn.
Fudge!
Oof. Hang on. Wait, is it an attack or is it a
Well,
saving throw?
it's you. So as part of the action, you make an unarmed strike against the target. If it hits, then they have to do a con save and they get the radiant damage.
So it can hit and will still deal some damage.
Yeah,
But unfortunately,
it doesn't fucking hit.
and doesn't hit. Unfortunately not. These little things are very small and quite quick.
Cool. I'm gonna back up a square.
Okay, and you're gonna take 3 attacks of opportunity. None of those will hit though.
It's better than 9 attacks in the next round.
They're short arms, not reaching you.
Then bonus action. Fucking spiritual weapon. Smack this ass. Oh, that's a big spiritual weapon.
Okay,
God
so this
fucking damn it! Can I? You've rolled 3 fucking crits and I can't hit shit today.
Yeah,
Stop
I have
with
also
these
rolled
rackets.
5 nat ones.
I don't care. That
What
doesn't
have
count.
we told you about fucking spiders?
It doesn't
Hey,
fucking
honestly,
count.
this was set up a while ago, and like you just went to the one that it was in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the 2 was from the coin flip.
Yeah, it was whether you went to the spider one or not.
And Ian rolled it.
Blame Ian.
I blame you for setting it up in the first place.
Okay, so the spider is going to start coming this way.
Ugh.
It's a big spider,
I
man.
know.
Ah,
He's leaving? Ooh, no.
And he
no, no.
turns. Ugh.
I'm pinging it. Does it squish the spider?
No, but you do get your turn to squish some of its minions.
Oh, great. I love it. Thank you. That's what I wanted.
Thanks, an avocado.
I hope these things have low
Thanks.
health.
I
So,
think they do.
I can't tell because I haven't fucking hit any of them.
am I able to do a cleave attack on these things then?
If you crit, yes, maybe.
If I crit. Okay.
If you crit or if you deal enough damage to one to kill it in a single strike, any excess may move on.
Alright.
But you can't intentionally say, I'm just going to hit everything in my range.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay. So,
No, I did
yeah,
negative
14
damage.
will hit. 14 will hit, and you drop it.
Oh.
And that shouldn't be that. That's holding initiative.
Of course, it's the first thing we kill is holding initiative.
No,
Always.
not the one he killed. Is actually one at the back.
Oh.
I put one separate because it was going to hold initiative just so that didn't happen, and then I advanced it like it was one of the others.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, you do squish one though, and you feel like your silvered weapons may have had something to do with it.
Dope. Well, I hit one and happened to kill it. And then that's all I can do. Can't
Okay.
channel divinity. You know, that's it.
Nora, there is a small horde forming inside and a large spider coming at you from the outside. What are you doing?
You did hear Adia say that she was doing another blast. And she told Alira to back up because she would get hurt. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
You were right beside my character when she said that. And you saw her fling.
But I see the giant spider over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can see that.
I'm gonna go fuck it up.
Pay it back for its pay it back for what its minions have done.
Revenge of Argus.
Arcus did not die to spiders.
I
If
just
I
contribute that
strike
game
it
is where
down.
he died with spiders, okay? What?
Oh, goodness.
Strike it down.
Strike at
You
thee!
strike me
Your
down, I
heart
will
is
only be
vengeance.
more powerful.
Oof.
Can we get an
Really
F in chats,
creepy.
ladies and gentlemen? F
Get
in
an
Ooh,
chat.
F.
we
Can we get
can.
an F in-
We can actually get an F in the chat. You ready?
You can
ready?
also.
Ready?
You have
Oh.
the feign ability.
That
Nora.
wouldn't help because it automatically rolls.
This is why I got the F emoji.
Why?
Yes.
Unless Floof lets me re-roll like entirely, or
Nope.
that's
I've
what
got
I've
an
been
inspiration dice, I think.
Especially
I'm
as feint
confused.
is something you're meant to roll is declare before you make the attack.
Right.
So, yeah. You've
Well,
either
that's my one
looked into
attack.
Inspiration dice.
that. You can
I
roll
using
inspiration to
ins-
roll again.
What else can I use inspiration for?
Rerolls, you can use it to influence, kind of like player interrupts in Steampunk, because I liked that system. If you
I will use a
come up
player
with
interrupted by entire old mercenary company shows up and kills the spider for me.
That cost him 4 XP.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
a lot.
all.
That's a lot more than inspiration.
I'll use an inspiration and do a reroll.
Okay.
Or was that an automatic crit?
Wait, no, it was an automatic crit because that's
Yeah.
what I did last time. So
Wait,
you get
what?
an automatic. If you spend an inspiration, it becomes an automatic crit. That was what I did.
If it hits,
Yeah, if it hits, it becomes an automatic crit.
well, 11
However,
is a lower roll.
11 does not hit though.
Oof.
That was such a nice damage.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I thought the
Well-
feign gives you the advantage ability or whatever.
He did not feign. He used an inspiration to reroll.
I figured I would roll above a 6.
Yeah.
I was incorrect.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, I'm about to sleep.
That's rough, bud.
It's rough, bud.
I sleep.
Okay.
Bud.
Bud.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh no.
Oh, what brings you here?
Oh, they moved away from your blast radius.
Well, not really. They're all right there. These are gonna get hit. Maybe.
And Tony, you're about to take 18 attacks.
Oh.
God.
1, 2, 3.
Nope,
None of them?
none of them.
Okay. 4, 5, 6.
None of.
Oh, another fucking crit!
So that is 4 piercing damage, Antony, after reductions. So 4 piercing.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Nothing. 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
1, 2, 3.
The 22 meets.
Ah, okay. Question. You have high AC because of Shield of Faith, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you roll me now 4 Constitution saving throws? Every time you have Shield of Faith up and you take damage, you need to roll Constitution saving throw to see if you maintain concentration.
Just have to hit a 10.
Yeah, you just have to hit a 10, but it's something you gotta check. So another 3 of them, please.
Ooh.
Oof. So
Oh,
your
no.
Shield of Faith drops. Your
And
AC is back down to a 20.
That would be after the second one, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it happens now on this hit.
Cool.
Well, all those hits were below 20, except for the last 2.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say that he takes the 6 damage from the 22, and then after that, it's down to 20. So you take 6 from the 22 and 4 from the 21.
I could use my inspire now.
I don't think you're strapped for hit points at the moment to use an inspiration.
15, and then
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So that's another 5, which gets reduced to 2, and 4, which gets reduced to 1. These things are bee stinging you.
So that's 3 more damage then?
Dude, the heavy armor feat is coming in clutch.
Right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, he'd be fucking down at this point. And Alira, there is 3 after you still. So 1, 2, 3. 20, 22 for 11 damage. And then the second one, 1, 2, 3. 22 for 6 more damage.
What the fuck?
Oh my
And then
God.
the third one, 22 for 4 more damage.
And she's done.
She's
She
unconscious.
drops. The cleric drops. And as the cleric drops, a great explosion rocks this area, and 5 of them get incinerated. In fact, actually, roll me the damage just in case. But
Just say consider. Okay, thanks.
okay, even if they dodge, they would all be dead.
I don't like that X. Can we not do the X?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Don't know if there's anything I can do to help.
Performing CPR.
I don't.
Quick, she's mouth now.
Bee Gees, remember the Bee Gees!
Staying alive, staying alive.
I mean, can I use?
You can go forwards and attempt a medicine check to stabilize her. Try and seal up some of those dagger holes all over her chest.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Delira has any kidneys left after that.
I don't think her kidneys are in her chest.
No, but it's all
No,
over her
but they're
torso.
kidney height.
Yeah, they're like
True.
kidney height for stabbing. And that was a lot of rapid fire stabbing.
Fucking peacekeepers.
I wish I was fucking had like a healer's kit or some shit.
You can just attempt a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll use my action to try and stabilize her. Just medicine check.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Maybe. I also want my familiar to move.
Your familiar's gonna move towards the spider? That was
No, I was just thinking. No. My familiar's just gonna stay where they are because they only have like 1 hit point. Can I, since I spent like 10 feet of movement, can I try and drag her 10 feet over this way, in this direction?
So you have 10 feet of movement. Yes, you can grab a hold of her by her shoulders and pull her in that direction 10 feet. So
There. Did I stabilize her? I don't know if I did or didn't.
yes, you did. With a 16, she is now stabilized. She's no longer bleeding out. You
Okay, she's
rapidly
stabilized.
rip off some corners of your robe and start tying it around the deepest gashes and
There's
stop
no
the
hole there
worst
in the
of
wall,
her
right?
flow. No. Between you and them, there is directly
Right
there.
here. Okay.
I'm literally yelling, Antonia!
Okay. So you are there because you pulled her 10 feet. And with that, do you have anything else for your turn? You've done your action to stabilize and you've moved her.
Yeah, I
Any
don't.
bonus actions? Nope. Alira, you're unconscious.
Yay!
Okay.
Big spider brain.
Nora, Big Spider
For
is
1
going.
hour.
Hey, not bad. Big Spider is going to attempt to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
Big Spider is going
That's
to fail
a
to
big
bite you.
fucking miss, you douchebag.
Oh,
Head
there's poison
douche.
damage. Oh.
And Tony, the amount of
No.
things around you decreased quite rapidly.
Yes.
Oh, also
Okay.
more webs got destroyed by that blast.
Oh, I'd like to cleave the thing. Well, not cleave. I'd like to hit the thing closest to my sister. So essentially going this way if I can.
Oh, okay.
Starting with that bottom one.
So you cross yourself to strike and strike true, crunching this one down as well as its fellow. Any movement?
Does it cleave at all?
Yeah, but not enough to do deathly damage.
Well, no.
But it does land, yes.
If I move back a bit, does that provoke
will
an
get
opportunity?
2 attacks opportunity on you
All right,
from the
I'll
2
stay right here.
left. Okay. Honora, 1v1 me IRL giant spider.
I'm trying. But out of 4 rolls, the highest that I rolled was a 9.
I also yell out, "I got this."
Not exactly
You can
brimming with
declare to faint
confidence.
beforehand and watch you get both rolls under.
Or watch both rolls be a 20.
Well, faint also adds the.
And this is why I didn't.
Oof. Oof.
Cinematics
What is
to go
happening
help.
with the rolls tonight, guys?
Well,
This roll 20
A,
is fucking garbage.
you introduce
This is true.
spiders.
Hey, they've not been doing as good as actual spiders.
No, but that just produces something into the cosmos. And B, Ian is rolling like normal. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. I love you.
Do you have-
Anyway, it's not like I wanted to play a D&D game today anyway. So,
Well, I mean, you're playing Star Wars Battlefront, so.
I'm actually not playing anything right now.
That is true.
And
Nice try, buddy, but
He's
I'm
just
actually
sleeping.
not.
My parry failed. I didn't get the timing right. Damn.
I hit the spider quite.
Okay.
Well,
Antonio.
y'all have fun.
Oh, those are on me?
Yes. So 8, 5, 8. So that comes out as 16, 21 minus 9. You take 12 points of damage total.
Ugh. That one was disgusting. I didn't like that one.
Adja.
I'm assuming I can light step right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I do that, and then I should have thought about this. I guess I chromatic. No, I firebolted.
Okay, which one are you firebolting?
The one. If I can I get one past?
Yeah, you can shoot past Antony. Just don't roll a 1. Okay, yeah. Your bolt singes out, flicks in, and starts burning this creature down.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Do-do-do. Spider bites
18.
down at Nora.
18 or above.
15 is not going to hit then.
I'll riposte.
Okay, go for it.
It's like everything is closer and closer to a nat 1.
It's fucking ridiculous. What is going on?
So anyway, fuck this game.
Can I just give him my inspiration so he can have that 16?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'd still give it to him so he can do that 13.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fairly decent chunk of damage out of that spider. Okay, Antony, 2 little things left.
Yes. I'll hit the one that did a little bit of damage to if I can.
Okay. Oof, but you won't quite manage to hit this time. It's too fast and it nimbly dodges out of your path.
Going damn. Okay.
Any movement or anything from you?
No.
Okay. Nora will attempt again with her greatsword.
Wow.
Jesus, even if I do it, it won't roll.
If it makes you feel any better, even Floof rode bad with your character sheet.
Oh, there's an actual.
Good lord. That is rolling incredibly below average. It's ridiculous. Like, out of
Hi.
10 rolls, 3 of them are above a 10. Welcome back.
Yeah, not too thrilled.
The fuck is going on? Roll
Oh.
20, you're a shit.
Roll 20 fucking sucks, that's what. And it's just got it out for fucking me, I guess.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. And that's 17.
3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and Tony, you take another 9 points of damage, which goes down to 3 from these last two.
So 3 damage.
Yes.
I mean, it just took one of my superiority die and 2 players' inspiration die for me to hit once.
Oh shit! You added superiority die to that. 13,
Yeah, it's a
which means it should be an extra
D8.
D8. Okay. You roll that so an extra 6 damage. Nice. Actually, that one hit did like 80% of its health. Good lord. Okay. Adja.
Does this one's damaged and this one isn't? Like it looks like it, right?
Yes. This lower one has like taken a slight hit to its shoulders, where Antony's warhammer brushed against it.
I'm still gonna just go after the one that. Yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt that one.
Okay.
Meanwhile, saying, "Antonia," and like pointing at Alira, who is literally right behind me, just. Bleh.
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 So it seems to catch quite quickly as the fire damage engulfs it, and it is incinerated on the spot.
Does it look like the fire damage is doing more damage than like maybe a?
Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can think of that.
Because I've just been sticking with the theme here. I haven't even really been thinking about that.
He did say the silver was helping.
Yeah. You can't really put that together in the heat of the fight, Adja.
Okay.
Heat of the moment.
Lyra still sleeps. Giant spider will make an attack at Anora.
Thank God.
Okay, it
18.
meets.
Oh, I thought that 9 was it.
Oh. So it meets for 9 piercing damage and a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. Yes, you make the saving throw, so you only take 4 points of poison damage. Okay. Antony, only one wounded target remains in front of you. Your
Yes.
sister is unconscious on the floor.
I slip past Adia and lay on hands Alira for power level 10 HP.
Okay.
Since aid is like not concentration, does it go away when I go unconscious?
Yeah. Spells that are from the character caster dissipate after they're gone.
Okay.
Same as like spiritual weapon and stuff.
Well, I
Oh.
knew spiritual weapon because it was a concentration spell.
Yeah, I didn't know that about non-concentration
But like
spells.
I figured, like, hey, it's divine magic.
I'm pretty sure we went through this before, like not last session, but the session before.
That's
So
what I'm
what-
just asking.
So would
Yeah.
aid go away on all of us then?
Yeah.
Yeah, aid would be gone.
I'm at 5 HP then.
Okay. Antony heals you. Anora. Spider is not looking very healthy at this point. Will you attempt to finish it off?
Hey, good hit.
Hey, that'll be enough to strike that creature down. Manage to bring your greatsword in and strike it, spreading ichor and gore all over the area. Any movement? Okay. These things have any intelligence? Question mark. It's not fucking stupid. This thing is noping to fuck out. And then it's going to use its action to dash as it attempts to make its escape. Or is anybody going to be attempting to follow it?
Yes.
Um. Nah.
No. Okay.
She's going to, like, spend her turn trying to clear this stuff. I don't know if a fire bolt will actually clear it or not. But she
Yeah,
throw
you
one.
can put some firebolts into it to start singeing away the majority of the webs to clear it up.
That's what she does for her turn.
Okay. Alira, you are awake and lying on the floor, soaked in your own blood.
Why me? She'll grumble about this being like the second time she's gone down in the last couple days. She's not happy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Is she doing anything?
cure wounds myself.
Alright. So the healer heals. Nice, not bad. 13 is.
Yeah, second level spell. No!
What?
I hit
accidentally
minus
cast
instead of-
inflict wound.
Yeah, I hit minus
Oh.
instead of plus. So that's another 3 spell points.
Imagine how fucked up that'd be if a cleric accidentally cast that. And
I
wasn't
accidentally
Joseph doing it on
cast and
purpose.
inflict wounds.
Oh, I totally want to do that while that healer's drunk or something. Antony, there's one final little thing scuttling away into the darkness. Into the
I'd
swamp.
like to walk here, look towards it, points, and then say approach.
Hmm. Need to
Approach
look-
what?
I need to look one thing up.
Approach me? I don't know.
No, I know.
But I can only say one. Okay.
I know. That's what it says.
You just being a butt.
It's a creature.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. I need to look up whether or not I can actually, understand language.
It's
Which means I need to
intelligent
find
enough
it.
to understand. Maybe. It's got a 10 at least.
Where the fuck is it? Hang on. It's in Volos. Fucking 5e tools. Why am I trying to manually look through the book?
Oh, if it doesn't understand your language. Gotcha.
Yeah, if it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I didn't read that part.
So what language are you saying in?
Oh, what is that thing? Well, I mean, probably common because it's the most common language.
Okay. This thing doesn't seem affected.
With a hint of smatter.
Well, yeah, smatter. Say it smatter.
Smatter.
No,
No, it doesn't seem to be affected.
We have spelled smatter very differently.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for the language.
I spelled it with 2
It's just-
T's.
Oh.
He's just learned a different version of Smatter because there's like 1,000 different versions.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, the creature is essentially unreachable. So, to anybody else, we are going to drop initiative order, and it is going to disappear into the night.
My character's just clearing spider webs
Okay.
away.
My character is just laying there, and she's like, "Well, I live here now."
Pew, 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 pew. She's
So,
definitely
yes.
like checking out the architecture, seeing if anything looks interesting while she's pew 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 pew.
I'm casting 9 healing on myself.
Okay. And Tony recovers some of his stab wounds. Okay.
So I have some health at least.
This is after Adya's extensive spiderweb removal program. This is what
I
you
also,
see.
while I was moving the spider webs, I just popped my free detect magic. 'Cause it's a 10-minute concentration, and just like while I'm removing spider webs, just checking like the architecture, seeing if anything pops up while I'm doing it. Just pew, pew.
No, nothing seems to glow apart from, a few things on your siblings and your ring.
Yeah.
You guys, how are we supposed to go up against a hag if we can't even do this without someone dying?
No one died.
I
You hear
almost
echoing.
died.
Oh, and she just kind of keeps walking. Pew pew pew.
Cold. Cold. Was this about Alira talking about Antony being bait?
Listen, I'm not scared of dying. It just sucks.
Nora approaches with Adja into the back area of the temple. Well,
Nora
ruin.
teleports.
But she's not behind Adja.
I mean, depends on what direction Addy is facing.
This is true.
Could
I
very
mean,
well
it-
be.
Obviously, also your
really-
siblings, so it would be personal.
What the fuck?
She doesn't even notice you're there.
She sees
You're
a
just-
box.
No, she sees architecture and dead ruins, and she's encapsulated.
She is studying the architecture. There's a few sort of half-ruined murals on the back of this wall here, in a strange style. This pillar here is wrapped in text all the way around it.
Oh yeah, she's definitely checking that out.
Okay.
Well, I guess I get up.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, she is going to go up the stairs. I mean, like, she wasn't not going to go up the stairs.
And Nora is there standing behind Adja.
Menacingly.
Heavy breathing.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, so Adja, are you attempting to open this chest? This coffer that sits at the back of the temple.
It did not like appear magical because I detect magic stays for 10 minutes.
Yeah, at the moment it does not appear magical.
Honora will just put a hand on Adia's shoulder. Get to the side of the chest. Take out the hand axe.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Adia puts her body in between the chest and Honora. What are you doing?
I mean, have you not heard of mimics?
I mean, I
That's
really
funny.
hope that that's not a mimic thing. She's hugging it right now.
It could be waiting, trying to lull us into a false sense of security. It's biding its time.
I just like make sure that my body is in between Nora and the chest, and I try to investigate it.
Frantically running your hands all over this chest, attempting to locate anything on about it. Roll me investigation.
Exactly what it wants you to think.
So, with the 21 investigation, you realize that the fact you can move your hands means it's probably not a mimic.
Don't
I
know
was also
that.
checking. I was also checking for traps. Like I assumed the fact that my body is splayed across it and it's not eating me, that it's not a mimic.
There's only
Yeah.
one
I'm just
true
trying
way to know.
trying to make sure it's safe to open it.
Yeah, you
Maybe
can't
it's the
detect any
mimic.
traps on there.
Maybe it's a mimic that finally likes the warm embrace of hugs. Like, come on.
So that's
Okay,
what all mimics liked.
Exactly.
I try to open it.
It's locked. You pull it and you like yank it and it just sort of stops and it is locked.
Do you have a crowbar, not an axe?
I have one.
She says to Honora.
Hmm?
Do you have a crowbar, not an axe? Because I just don't want you to break anything inside of it. But it needs to be open.
I actually do have a crowbar.
You think you could
It
pry it
was
open?
funny. It sounded like you said you actually do.
I actually. Oh. Alright, so I'll
Oh,
be
fuck,
getting
Griff here.
advantage. Oh, also Carol.
Carol's not here.
Doggo is not here.
Shows
Doggo
up out of
is
nowhere.
looking after the horses.
He's eating the horses at this point.
So is it just a straight trick? Bleh. Is
It'll
it
be
just
a
a straight strength?
check with advantage. Just straight
You
strength,
sure
yeah.
it's not athletics?
Yes, it's
I
straight strength.
attempt to flex the chest open. Robot.
With a 20 though, you will pop this lock, like breaking the locking mechanism right open and the chest opens. And
It could have been a 22.
There is several things in this. There's a couple of small burlap-esque sacks, some strange cylindrical jars, and a small wooden coffer at the back, which is intricately designed and inlaid with what appears to be ivory and silver.
Are you trying to jump?
No, I'm trying to snatch the chest.
Just charges in from out of nowhere, even though the lid's up, and just starts wailing on the contents.
Maddox smacks you, like boots you basically on the face.
Do you have a net in your inventory?
I have a net. Do I have a net? Hold on.
Probably not.
God, please tell me you have a net.
Okay, Adja, you have your 3 different types of thing. What would you like to go for first?
None of it is got any magical glow or anything still. I don't know if I think my detect magic still up. I don't know if it's been used or not.
Your magic would still be up, but no, nothing seems to be happening inside this box.
The intricate inlaid box then is what she's going after. Like the other stuff looks cool and all, but that looks fancy.
So you pull it up and it's fairly light, and as I say, the carvings are incredibly beautiful in a style you've never seen before. The ivory and pearl swirling throughout. And it does seem to draw your eye, especially your, studious architectural eye. Are you going to open it?
Like I feel like I should like I don't know. Yeah, I'm checking it.
Okay. You open the small thing and a small chime tings out. And you see on the inside of what must have once been an incredibly lush, like almost satin cushion style thing, but has now degraded over the course of time, appears to be 2 earrings made of silver with a ruby studded into each one.
Oh, those are beautiful. Guys! They're not magical, are they?
They are not magical.
They're still beautiful and probably really expensive.
So you find those in there. Each earring is worth approximately 50 gold. So the pair is 100.
Mm-hmm. Does the box seem like it has some type of value on it too?
You would think something like this would fetch a fairly nice price, but it probably would fetch more if it was refurbished.
Yeah. So, Antonia, you totally want the earrings, right?
Yes, queen. Can I take one of the burlap sacks out?
Yeah, you can pull out one of the burlap sacks. It clinks as you lift it.
Oh, what's inside it?
What is inside it is 130 copper pieces,
Nice.
86 silver pieces, and 9 gold.
Damn.
There was more than one burlap sack.
There was 3.
Does Honora want to grab one of the burlap slaps?
Yes.
Burlap
Honora,
slaps.
you grab one of them at random, but this one doesn't clink as you lift it.
All right. What does it do when I lift it?
Doesn't really make any noise, although it's heavier than it seems like it should be.
Okay. Well, I fucking open that shit.
You open that shit and you see it is filled with skulls.
Ugh.
All of them with a single piercing mark through the forehead.
You won the grand prize.
Let's
Okay.
take the other burlap sack.
You pull out the other burlap sack, which also clings,
Cool.
and you find inside it 93 electrum.
Ugh.
Who is this? Who is this person? And what is this measurement that you're talking about? What is this
Yes,
currency?
electrum, a kind of coin that has not been used for a very, very, very long time.
Cool. We can smelt it for the world's most useless metal.
Hey, it might be super rare. Like people are like, oh, it's never used and it's ready to hold on to it, like collectibles and shit.
Can I pour the bag of skulls on the floor?
Whoa, 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 whoa! My character is definitely like very hesitant about that for some reason. We're in a temple, it feels like.
Okay, can I search through the bag of skulls then without pouring them on the floor?
Yeah, you can attempt to search through the bag of skulls. Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
I'm just curious with like the
Okay, so you open the bag and you shift aside some of the skulls on the top, and underneath you find some more skulls.
Alright.
You've got more skulls.
You said there was also vials in the chest.
Yeah, 3 canonical vials. Yeah, all topped with a different style of topper.
So I'll chug the second one? No.
Adius slaps his hand like,
No, I'm not gonna chug this.
You reach down. Are you pulling them out?
yeah.
Okay, you pull them out, and they are opaque. You can't see inside them without opening them. That's-
I just feel like opening these with a crowd of people around me is probably not the best idea.
I get closer.
She looks at Antonia getting closer, not caring, and then she looks at Honora. Does she like just shrug or something?
She shrugs.
Sensible one's not here right now, I guess. And she starts to open it. She said very loudly, hoping that someone would come around the corner and yell at her to stop being so dangerous.
You'd be lucky.
A
Yeah, okay,
reading
she
wall.
opens it.
Okay. You
I don't
open
know
it.
what's going on. So
So this is like, I say vial. I kind of said that wrong. They're like about the
Grenade.
size of a drinking glass in circumference, and you pull the top off the first one, and you kind of look down into it, and you're not quite sure what it is until it looks up at you, and then you see two eyes open, and then one closes and opens, and the other closes and opens.
Dude, I close it real quick for a second, and I just think real hard what the fuck this could be.
Wait, I missed what you said. What was in it?
She opened it and she couldn't quite identify what the substance in it was, and then two eyes opened, and then one closed and opened again, like it was winking, and then the other one closed and opened again.
Blake.
Then I totally put the top back on it and thought really hard, trying to figure out what the hell I think this is.
Is it like a
Did we see
potion?
it?
It was like a drinking glass, like that kind of circumference,
I don't know
Did I
what
see
that
it
kind
too?
of circumference means.
like a pint glass, standard pint glass
Yeah.
Mhm.
size.
Did it have a lid?
Yes, they had a
Oh.
lid.
And there's just eyes inside? Like eyeballs?
There was something in there, and then it opened its eyes.
She kind of like cracks it open and says hello in common, puts it to her ear with it cracked open.
You put your ear down to the jar, and the lid is open.
Cracked open, not completely open, like literally.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Can I?
Okay. So you hear the sound of something clinking against the sides of the glass, and then there's an impact on the base of the lid. However, you manage to hold it closed.
And I have no idea what the hell this is.
No idea.
Oh my god.
All right, give me the vial.
It's not like she can't. If you take it from her, she can't just. You're probably going to take it from her. It's just as simple as that. She really doesn't know what to do though.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it from her and just kind of hold on to it.
Okay. Tony, mark down you have one strange vial, question mark.
There are more than one vial.
There was two.
You can see what's in the other one, and then we'll decide from there.
She just kind of looks at Honora like, what the hell am I doing? Help, anything? Got any guidance whatsoever?
Not really. My parent. The only one who can make decisions for herself is you. I'm not gonna berate you, even if whatever you're trying to do does turn out to be a bad idea.
She opens the vial and pours it out. Then,
She grabs the second one and just pours it out.
well, she looks at
Okay.
it to see if it's the same thing. If it is, she just pours it out.
Yeah. So it drops out and it kind of eases out in a sort of thick mucus that almost holds it in place until it just drops out of the vial and lands on the floor with a little squeak. And then the eyes open and you see coming out of the body about 12 sets of these hard pincer legs that click onto the floor. Anybody going to react as that happens?
I want to hit it right now, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
It's kind of cute.
Okay, like pincer legs. What do you mean?
I mean, like hardened chitinous legs
Like a
that
crab?
click as
So
yeah,
is it like a little
crab
jello
legs.
crab?
Kind of like a little jello crab, yeah. So one way to describe it. Although its body is more like a peanut shape.
Jello.
A peanut jello crab.
Yeah. Okay. So Antony, as you look at this thing and it kind of turns and looks between the three of you, it leans backwards and then it launches itself forwards at you.
Yeah, I want to hit it, but it's already launching itself.
Okay, it launches itself at you and it's going to attempt to damage that armor. So it doesn't it lands on your chest and its legs knock against the heavy armor on your chest, but they don't get any hold that where it can hurt you. And it starts running up your shoulder. What would you like to do? Going to attempt to grab it or just swing for it?
I'd be hitting myself if I swang for it. I want to rip it off.
Okay, roll me an athletics check to see if you can grapple it.
Oh my god.
Hang on. You grab a hold of it as it's almost falling off of your form. You have it in your hand. What would you like to do with it?
Well, it just tried to attack me, so I'm immediately just gonna throw it on the floor and hit it with my hammer.
Okay, go ahead. Roll that attack roll. Okay. Yeah, you throw this peanut crab to the floor and crack into it with your hammer, creating a nice gore pile across the floor where it was.
Then I immediately take the other vial, drop it, and then smash it as well.
Okay, roll that other hit. You crush that one as well, and another smaller pile of gore spreads out.
There, you see, it all worked out.
I wish I could have known what they were. And she kind of like goes back to just studying the walls.
Okay.
She is kind of curious, like with what she's seen so far. Like, is this a specific temple to a deity? Are we able to tell? Like, eventually she'll work her way back probably to the center with
You don't
Alira.
get to be there until I've had a good long time with this pillar. You've been doing stuff.
Lyra is studying this pillar intensely. Aja will deal with your question and then we'll go over to Alira. So you can roll me a religion and a history check to see if you can come up with an idea on it.
Religion and history.
Yeah. And the results of both will determine. This place is old. This place, we're talking, there's probably no elves who have grandparents that were alive when this was in use. But while you can determine that this was perhaps something of a religious structure, you have no idea its use, who to, or what for.
Okay.
Yeah, this is several thousand years old. Alira, you have been running. Are you touching this pillar or just reading it? Are you tracing the runes with your fingers or just looking?
I don't like how much time has gone by between my answer and you not saying anything.
I didn't hear an answer.
I said both.
Oh, both. So you are rolling hands. Okay, roll me an investigation as you do this.
Fuck.
No, no. Okay, okay. As you're rolling your hands along this side of the pillar, away from everybody else, you run over one rune and then it depresses into the pillar. And as it does so, about a foot to the right of it, a small panel that was unnoticeable before slides open.
Interesting. I see what has revealed itself.
Okay. So inside, I will make a new thing appear that only you can see.
Oh, fuck.
It should be at the very top of the list of things.
Is that full sized or is that like what I think it is?
It's about the size you think it is. So
Huh.
not full sized for sure. And then, 1 second.
Mm.
Okay, what do you do?
Can you tell me? We have GM whispers for a reason, Floof.
We do. I will drag you down.
I can drag myself down. What kind of voice is it using?
Honestly, it's not really using a voice. It's more a series of emotions and images that come together to, give the idea of what it is trying to say.
Can I do like
But
an
you
insight
still,
check to figure out the type of emotions, or
yeah, you can roll an insight check with disadvantage. This is very alien.
22?
Okay. These are very old and ancient images and meanings for different things, but it seems generally joyous that something has found it. And, happy to not be in a closed, sealed area.
I am gonna do what I don't preach, and take it.
Okay, you take it, pick it up, and it seems to be, well, as it says, it is made of a light brass, so it's fairly small and unnoticeable. It's what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna slip it into a pocket or keep it out in
I'm
the
just gonna
open?
hold it. What are the like? You said there was text along, like everywhere.
Yes. Do you dropped the linguist feat though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
but I still know. I know common, celestial, sylvan, true speech, and spatter. If this is an old speech, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I won't.
You
That was a dumb
you
thing.
can roll me an intelligence check to see if you can make any sense of it. In case it's
Nope.
fuck if I know. It's like these are some pretty pictures. It's really interesting to look at and quite a beautiful script, but you have no idea what it's saying.
Do I get any more like images now that I've picked it up, or?
It seems to want to be somewhere warm and close to you.
I mean, I'll keep it in my hand for now.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is the size that you can close your hand around it.
It's not like a ring?
Yeah, it's sort of like, well, not a ring itself, but it'd be like the piece you put on a ring. Like on the top.
So it's not the ring part, it's just like the adornment of a ring.
That's it, the adornment of a ring, yeah.
Cool.
Like
Alright.
it could be mounted to a ring sort of thing. Yeah, that's what happens.
Cool.
Okay, see you back in the D&D. Hello again, friends.
Welcome back.
I'm dead.
Maybe.
Okay.
I assume so.
Okay.
Okay. So, Adia, you finish. Well, actually, Alira, at this point, what are you doing here? Are you staying in this location? Or are you continuing to read the runes around the room?
I'm still trying to read the pillar, even though I rolled a 3. I'm still trying.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out this mystery of like what the hell.
Okay. Adia, at this point, you come around the corner from the back area and see your sister reading these runes, or at least attempting to.
Also, I am like running my fingers over all the runes.
Are they ruins in the sense of like a language, or are they ruins in the sense of like, this is not really considered a language, but more of a code?
Intelligence check. Fuck if you know.
Well, I'll spend 10 minutes comprehend language ritual casting then, because I don't know, but maybe it'll help.
Okay, so 10 minutes you start sitting down on the floor, drawing out your circles. Anthony and Nora, what are you two doing while those two are studying this pillar? What are you doing what are you Chads doing while the fucking nerds do their nerd shit?
Maddox is still there, judging both of you.
I'm gonna walk up and pick up Maddox
Ooh.
and pet him.
He's very hesitant, and then you start petting him, and he's like, "Alright, I'll accept it."
Reluctantly.
Still judging you.
Still
But like,
judging
keep
you.
doing it. That's a good spot.
Nora, what are you doing?
Taking a short rest, I think.
Okay, so you're gonna relax in a corner and take a short rest. Okay, Adia, you finish your 10 minutes and you lay your hands upon the pillar, and a faint sense of understanding starts filling your head. This is a language, but it's also a code. It's nothing very clear and plain to the eye, but it seems to be referencing something being hidden, referencing something remaining hidden, or maybe that's shouldn't remain hidden. You can't quite tell. There has been some damage to these runes over time, where some of them have just become unreadable.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
fuck?
essentially, it comes out along the lines of something is hidden, and it should either remain or not remain hidden.
I relay this information to Alira.
Well, it's not hidden anymore.
What do you mean?
And I show her the compartment.
So she guides you round to this side of the pillar, where there is a small compartment opened in the side.
Like, is it like small as in like you just see it, or is it like, oh, you go in there and there's more?
No, it's like
just
an item was there. So there might have been a thing inside, and might be sort of communicating with me.
Okay, what is it saying?
Yay, you found me? I
Is it
found
communicating
this,
now?
and I show her the brass skull.
Does it also have like the hole in its head or whatever?
It's a little tiny, like, it belongs on a ring.
And I'm just letting it pop up, show to everyone. There you go.
Oh,
Is it on a ring or is it just the skull?
It's just the skull. It is not attached to a ring.
Okay. And it's talking to you now.
Talking more like it's a feeling.
What's it? It's just saying it's happy that you got it now.
Well, it started communicating before I grabbed it.
And you
But-
thought just grab it instead of, hey, maybe get the magic person who could figure out what it is.
You know, I wasn't exactly thinking. You know, stab wounds and everything. It's still slightly bleeding, a little woozy bit. So
Hmm. Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm also like curious if the mood changes with the presence of another person.
How do you
Um,
kind of like, oh, well, I'll let you say whatever you're going to say first.
So Lyra, you don't really notice too much of a mood change. It still seems to be happy. If you would think if it was an animal, it would be like cat purring, just at the feeling, but that's just a feeling you get from it at this point.
I'm like thinking really hard to it. What are you?
Can I, she like holds her hand out. Can I see it closer?
My precious. I know. I'd be like, "Mm."
I am curious, like, if this thing has a hold on her. That's what the main reason she's asking. Can she see it?
Okay, yeah, like, are you going to attempt to hand it over, Lyra?
I like. I go to like give it over, and I wait to see if there's anything.
Okay, you get a profound feeling of loss at the idea of handing it to Adya.
Like me personally.
Like, yeah, you personally, an overwhelming feeling
That's how
of
the
why would
character
I?
feels.
Yeah,
I mean,
how
that's how the
would I?
player feels.
Yeah. But the character feels like an overwhelming feeling of loss at the idea of giving up this to somebody else. It doesn't want to go, and you don't want it to go.
Can you just do your thing from my hand?
I can, can't I, DM?
You can, yes, you can stand there with your hands over her hands and attempt to do what you want to do.
Alira's not the type to hold on to, like, items like this, is she? She's not like that type. She's not greedy or
She
doesn't have the
can be clingy to things because uh
sentimental things or just
yeah,
things in general.
that mean
'Cause this
things to
is-
her. You know?
Can I do an insight check on this while I say sure?
Yes, you most certainly can.
I'm not really good at insight, but good
Adya,
roll.
you've seen something like this before? Being a trained wizard who has studied under a grand master wizard who has been contacted for various things before. Normally, when somebody finds something, touches it, and then doesn't want to give it to somebody else, they're either A, a rogue, B, a halfling, C, a halfling rogue, or 4, cursed.
Oh shit!
What about a cursed halfling rogue?
I knew she was cursed as soon as I saw the weird skull thing. She'll spend 10 minutes, pull out her like ring that she usually gets, and it has the pearl on it. Does the whole thing to where it gets it right measurements, turning it the right way, getting the right set, and it kind of just levitates between the two of them for a second while she concentrates on the ring that Alira has a death grip on. See how bad it is.
Okay. And with that,
You can send it to me privately if you want to. That would be hilarious.
I will do just that.
Oh no. Poor Alira.
I felt like I personally was drawn to it, and I was just like, I'm gonna do this. And like
Kayla?
he didn't tell me this that I would not like to give it up, but I personally just didn't want to give it up. It's like, this is mine. I found it.
Mm-hmm. I thought it worked quite well. Okay. I will send you that in a moment. Give me a little bit.
Oh, you're
In
fine.
fact, while I deal with that, how about we go ahead and take a 10-minute break? Back at quarter two,
Dun,
where we
dun,
will
dun.
pick up the mystery of the brass skull.
So
You
I'm
guys,
gonna have to get remove curse as my 3rd level spell.
there's some dumbass people in Boston.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there was a straight pride parade today in Boston.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
Good news, if necessary, I can pick up remove curse, but also good news, a paladin can as well. So
Yes. Remove curse. I get that next level.
We just have to
Yeah.
level up.
that's I don't think there's anything else we can do.
I was thinking lesser restoration, but I think it has to be greater.
Yes, I don't think lesser works.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's their work.
Lesser works on things like,
Poison and
blinded,
confusion.
deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Charmed, maybe? I
No,
don't know.
it just says those.
Okay.
Yeah, greater is charmed.
Oh, okay.
I like to think that lesser's more physical physical things it can cure you from, and I think greater's more mental things.
Greater, you can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1, or end one of the following effects on the target, which is effect that charmed or petrified. A curse. Any reduction to one's target's ability scores. An effect reducing target's hit point maximum. Ooh. 3rd level spells, I can get Speak with Dead.
You just get the busy tone dial thing. Spirit, you're trying to reach right now.
Just
It's
get
unavailable.
just get the dial-up tone.
I can get Revivify at level, or for the level spell.
Me too.
Nice. I also get Daylight. Dispel magic.
I get Animate Dead, Beacon of Hope, Bestow curse. Clairvoyance. Create food and water. Daylight. Dispel magic. Fast friends. Feign death. Glyph of warding. Incite greed. Life transference. Magic circle. Mass healing word, which might be a good one to take. Meld into stone. Motivational speech. Protection from energy. Remove curse. Revivify. Sending. Ooh, sending. Speak with dead. Spirit guardians. Tongues. And water walk.
I can't wait for our characters to have a conversation about like how you're disappointed about my religious non-beliefs or practices or whatever you want to call it. Because it's really
to
hard
be
to not
honest-
believe in deities.
To be honest, she's more disappointed with Anthony.
Of course. But I'm sure she's disappointed in everybody. As she's stated.
No, it's fine.
No.
My lay on hands filled you with the energy of my God. It's fine. You will be transformed soon.
Listen, I went down and I got no visions. So
You got no vision.
No, you got cursed instead.
this is my second
Yeah,
time doing it,
yeah.
so who knows?
I think it's only 3 times in a day though, or each long rest, so we should be good.
Well, yeah.
She's just more like, my God doesn't want to talk to me. That's what happens when you hang out with heathens.
No,
My
I
character-
think that Adia and Honora have not really shown any affinity to, the whole religious thing. Just like, hey, this is a monastery and we live here. I don't know. Like I said with the last journal, she mourns the loss of the bond that they would have had if we all had the same religion,
But the way Adia sees it is like you said, she doesn't have an affinity for anything divine. So nothing she does is for a god. It's just what she do. The fact that she's not, raising zombies, that is her way of being like, hey, I hear your word. I'm not doing that. I could do that, but I'm not doing it because I'm respectful. But that's all you're gonna
We
get.
haven't
from
had
me,
that
'cause-
conversation yet. Because
Nope.
Alira would not think that you would ever raise dead or animate dead.
I mean, she would never do it, but like she could if she next level. She could if she wanted to. Everybody could. Me and you could at least.
Honora can't.
Honora's okay. She
She could
can
hit
climb-
again.
She can climb
Climb a
trees,
tree.
and she make shelter, and she can cook really good food.
Listen,
It's
next
okay.
level she can hit twice.
But I can only
Wait, what was
Say
that?
again?
said I can only occasionally actually.
Yeah.
On the occasion.
Only occasionally hit things.
But when you do, it's really, really painful.
Before she took that skull, she's like, this is going to make me a hypocrite. Oh well.
That's exactly why Addie is upset. Like, she's totally fine with you doing it. She just knows that you've been giving her shit all day.
I have
Oh.
not given you any shit today.
The whole trip, it's been, oh, don't do this. I'm hesitant about everything. I don't trust anything. Ba-da-da-da-da. Why would you do that? Da-da-da-da-da. So
That
it's just
is why she's going to blame it on the curse.
yeah, no.
It
Adia knows better.
started talking to her before she took it.
Yeah, Adia knows better.
So Adia, or Crystal,
Mm-hmm.
did you pick up that bag of skulls with the you said you wanted that?
Gold.
I wanted to, like, whenever she was doing the whole Like, is this a religion that I know or heard of or studied of? Anything like historical? That's when she was like just checking it out. She just didn't want to dump them all on the floor because she was, she didn't know if it was like a religion that's like, oh, these skulls are important.
Yeah, he
And
wanted to know if you took them.
no, I'm just letting him know that I did. No, she
Oh,
looked
okay.
at them, but she left them there.
Yeah. Because I wanted to empty out the bag to see if there was anything in there, but I get what you mean.
I mean, do what you want to do. You honestly don't know what's going on right now, but I'm just saying, Alira has this weird skull-shaped thing that's talking to her in her head. If you think it's cool to dump a bunch of skulls on the floor, dump a bunch of
They
skulls.
don't know what's happening.
I said that. I said he has no idea what's going on right now, but just like do what
I'm
you're gonna
currently
do.
petting a cat, so.
I sort of have a cat. It's purring.
You sort of have.
You finally have a pet. You finally have a
I
pet, and it's a
know.
cursed object.
It'll
There
be
you go. There you
fine.
Let's just not curse her. She has her pet now. Or not uncurse her.
Maybe,
She has her ring.
maybe
We,
it's a good curse.
we have a dog, a moose, a cat, and a ring.
It's not even a ring.
A skull. I don't even know.
Scold.
Adia might not even tell anybody until, like, because she knows that there's, like, if she knows that you're cursed and she knows she can't do anything about it just yet. So she'll probably, depending on how bad the curse is, she might not tell anybody because it might just make it worse. Tell people that you're
Listen,
cursed.
if I use detect good and evil and I'm getting pings off of Lyra, I'm immediately gonna figure something out here.
If that works. I don't know if that works that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I
if
think
the ring is evil.
Yeah. It's a if the
Well, because the divine sense doesn't work if it's cover, right? Wait, let's see. Classes.
Yes, things that
Well,
within
that's
no, that's
different
divine
than
cover.
sense
good
though.
and
This is
evil.
detect evil and good.
Yeah, the divine sense, like, if it's a fiend
If it's an
or
object that was magically consecrated or desecrated, then I'll know.
because it was in a thing and now it's open, so
You have to have a reason to think. Like,
yeah,
Alira would have to.
I know.
Not you, but I'm talking about for Antonia. Like, he would have to have a reason to think to do that spell. Unless we
Yeah.
tell him, like, hey, she opened, the center of this temple.
Well,
She opened a
she's
secret
not hiding
compartment.
it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I find the ring, I want to trade the good and evil thing. If not, then I won't do anything.
Anyway, hi Floof.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, I return. Adia now knows what the ring does.
I'm waiting for some sort of sigh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit! So it's a good curse, right?
Uh-huh, sure.
Fuck.
Let me just read this again, okay?
Listen, I don't get greater restoration for a while, okay? This is gonna have to be something I live with.
Mm-hmm, sure, yeah. Mm-hmm. Um,
You should read it out loud. I'm just
nope.
You know, this
What?
is funny because
I wish I could have been the one to have it, to be honest.
yeah, it was calling to you first.
Well, see, the thing is, I said, like, hey, I studied the pillar, I didn't get anything, so I just kept moving on.
Oh,
To
you
the-
you were looking around the architecture of everything. You didn't say specifically you were
No, I
going
did
up to
say,
the
I
pillar.
said I studied the pillar, because you mentioned that there were languages wrapped around it, and I was like, oh yeah, I study it. But I didn't, like, say, hey, I spend this amount of time looking
Yeah.
at this study. I just mentioned offhand that I studied it, and I thought that since nothing came of it, that it wasn't
You moved
anything.
quickly into the back room, like.
Yeah, you
I
moved
know
quite
how I did
quickly
it.
off. Yeah. But you know, Eliro was the one that discovered it, so she is the one that is afflicted.
Yeah.
Inflict is such a word.
No, you're
Yes.
screwed.
Great.
Um,
So, anything?
just one sec, I'm rereading the last part of it.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I found a thing.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I was trying to figure out whether it's what
Whether
it
it's
is.
possible for anything to happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Stop! Okay, how much is Adia freaking out? Insight check.
That's probably appropriate at this point.
Can you?
Everybody could check insight.
Fuck!
Lyra, not freaking out. Antony, do you want to check insight?
Yes.
Adia's freaking the fuck out right now. Nora, she's definitely freaking out right now.
She runs straight to Rivers. She
What?
goes straight to Rivers. Like, nope, 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 nope,
What?
nope, 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 nope. Rivers,
Yes, what is it?
do you have, or do you know anybody that can remove curse? A powerful person that can remove curse.
How powerful are we talking?
I'm talking. Just to be clear, that bottom, that
That bottom's part.
yeah, I'm talking insanely powerful. Like, what does your organization have? Oh no,
Hmm. He's looking at you.
I'm
Suddenly a very
pacing.
worried look across his face, and he
I'm pacing.
kind of scratches the back of his
What
head.
did
And
you
he's like,
figure out?
I mean, Sir Jerton dabbles, but we don't really have any archmages within the organization. We have some connections to some in various places that owe the order a favor or two. Why?
Because one of my siblings is cursed by a very, very dangerous curse that needs some powerful magic to break it. Magic that I don't know if I will ever be able to do.
Kinda leans
Wait.
back at this and looks
Hold
over
on.
at
What?
First off, I didn't hear her said anything, and she just
He kind of leans back at this and then sort of looks over at Antony and Alira and
I
says,
take her by the shoulders and I go, tell me everything.
she looks very heartbroken when she looks at you. We need to get that thing off you before 2 weeks ends.
What do you mean off me? It's in my hand.
Okay, try and take it off. Or remove it from your person.
Why?
Because it's dangerous and it will hurt you.
Alira, this doesn't make sense to you. This thing couldn't hurt you.
It's just what is going on?
It is cursed and it will hurt you, and you are unable to remove it from your person because you're cursed. Maddox is
Elaborate.
pushing Honora towards the area everyone else is at.
Has an hour gone by?
Yeah, but we'd say about an hour's gone by, yeah.
You don't have to
Okay,
sit
good.
completely still. Oh, poor thing. You've been trying to do a short rest this entire time, haven't you?
Well, you guys have been studying architecture, and Nora's been taking a nap.
I've been fucking bandaging my wounds.
That too.
See, this is why I was slightly upset that you touched a mystical item that was hidden in the middle of a temple. Because things like this happen to mystical items hidden in the middle of a temple. If it doesn't make sense to you, maybe it's because the ring doesn't want it to make, or the item doesn't want it to make sense to you.
What is going to happen?
The item is basically going to consume all of your basic needs to want to do anything other than just be with it. And you're going to die. Typically, the way you die is through starvation because you've secluded yourself from everybody except you and the item.
That makes
And it
no
starts-
sense.
It's something you're compelled to do because you're cursed. I don't expect you to understand, and I don't want to argue with you about it. And she turns to Rivers. We need to get this mission done with as soon as possible, and we have to get this taken care of.
Is it if she's wearing it, or is it she's in her possession?
It's in her possession. Do not try and take it from her. She turns to Antonia. No one else touch it.
I could tell her to drop it.
She just kind of looks at you like, that's not going to work, and I don't think you understand that. This is a curse that is more powerful than the 5 of us combined. And nothing that we throw at it's going to stop it. If you want to give it a shot like you think it's going to work, you can, but I'm telling you it's not going to work.
Okay. You command her to drop?
Yes.
Okay. Alira, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You drop the item and then immediately get hit by an overwhelming compulsion to acquire it again, almost scrabbling at the dirt to pick it up as soon as the command spell ends.
As soon as she drops it, I'd like to grab her and
Grapple me.
grapple her.
Okay.
See what.
I try and
Okay, roll those opposed checks.
Would that be athletics?
Yes. And Alira, athletics or acrobatics? So you manage to get a hold of her and pull her away as she goes down to go for the item.
Is it small enough for Maddox to put in his mouth?
Yeah, Maddox could attempt to pick it up if you'd like to ask him to.
Maddox, will you please pick it up?
Nope. He kind of walks over, he looks at it, looks up at you, and blinks back to the Fey realm. Like,
Do I feel
Uh.
like with what I know, if I pick it up, like she's still, the curse is latched onto her. If I pick it, it's not going to transfer to me, is it?
as the statement says, any person who picks it up.
We'd
Any affected
both be
creature.
cursed.
Okay, so in
Alira,
my-
as you are being held by Antony, you are becoming more and more desperate to break his grasp and go for this thing.
This is
What's the-
ridiculous.
What's the item made out of?
Brass.
Brass. That's what it appears to be made of.
Antonia, just let her go and let her hold on to the item. I'm telling you, this is not helping.
I say, give me a second. In my pocket, there is a flask of holy water. Dump out the holy water and scrape the thing into the flask.
Wait, you just dumped a load of holy water on the item?
No. I'm asking to dump the holy water out and to like scrape it into the flask.
I just will throw it on the item. I did not say because I'm cursed.
My character will grab the holy water and throw it on the item, but she's thinking this is not gonna fucking work.
No, I want you to like scrape
it-
the item into the flask
Would
itself.
it be big enough to be put, like small enough to be put into a flask opening?
Probably not.
Okay, never mind then.
You
I'm-
doing the holy water on the thing or not?
I'm still doing the holy water.
Yeah.
You pour the holy water on the thing, and Alira, you feel an overwhelming, crippling agony screech through your skull to
Ah,
the point of making you pass out for a moment before waking back up.
I go limp. Ah,
I go back inside and grab one of the burlap sacks.
I just say, you guys don't understand. She is compelled to get the item back, no matter what. The longer she doesn't hold on to the item, the more violent she's going to be.
Then fucking
Just let
give it
her
back to
hold
her.
it. And she's looking at Antonia.
And so just let her go.
Alright, and let her go.
Okay. He drops you down, and you are Gollum scrabbling at the ground to acquire it at this point, Alira.
shit.
And
So-
it's only been about 30 seconds since you dropped it.
What's it feeling?
It's feeling hurt and abandoned, but the second you pick it up, you start cooing to it like it's your child. As you know, it wants reassurance, and you feel compelled to give it to it.
It's okay, baby.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's over. It's fine.
This is pathetic. Should we go now? Are we done here? Or do we actually come here for a real reason besides, getting ourselves cursed?
It's nighttime, just about. It's about to be nighttime, and we came here to rest.
Well, then somebody build a fire. Well, it ain't gonna be me.
I'll go and
I'm,
build a
ta-
fire.
I'm
Rivers will
talking to
grab
Rivers right
everything.
now, and I'm asking, do you have any way to communicate with any of anybody at headquarters or anything like that?
Yes, I can send an emergency message as needed. It's meant to be for if somebody dies, but this would constitute an emergency.
Who does it go to specifically?
Our leader, Sir Jerton, head of the Order.
Do I?
Please,
Okay,
if anybody would know how to fix it, or at least know who to contact, it would be him.
How long did
Do I
it take us to travel to the swamps?
About a week.
Oof.
and we're probably if we're trying to finish all this stuff, do I feel like how do you feel like my teacher would be capable of handling something like this, or the person back at the monastery would be capable of handling
Not the
something like?
person at the monastery, but you think your teacher may be the level of strength to deal with something like this. She was a Grand Master.
Do I have any way of finding a way of contacting her? Because I know that she's fucking way off wherever.
Um, Not particularly. You know how to get in contact with her if you're somewhere in like a city. But apart from, whispering on the wind and praying a butterfly hears it and flies off to get the eagles, no.
Yeah. Is it just if it's only emergency, is it like a one-time use thing, or are you able to do it? Are you able to like have a constant line of communication?
I can use it twice a day for a decentish length message.
I think that you should inform.
I will. What do I tell him? Just, we have a serious curse on our hands and we need a favor pulled in.
Could I have him like get in contact? Maybe I don't know, because I don't know the geography of it. Is there a way for him instead of him having to pull a favor, could he get in contact with like the academic institute that like my teacher is kind of affiliated with and get a message to her, or do I need to just try and get him to pull his own favor?
You could inquire if he would be able to. Your academic institution was in Aberon, which is a neighboring country to the country that Citadel Ironwood is in. So it's not a ridiculously huge distance. So if we
Do your men have, and I would ask Massacre Rivers, do your superiors have a way to communicate with Aberon, and I'll name my institute, the academic institute that I'm familiar with.
we don't have any direct links to that institute, but we do have a teleportation circle available that we can use to get to the capital. We could send somebody as a messenger.
My teacher probably would be able to handle this if you don't want to pull your own favor. Just let them know that that within 2 weeks' time, this would get extremely dangerous, especially if we're out in the field. And let them, if they can, give a direct message to my teacher. Just let her know that this is extremely important to me and that I really could use her help.
Rivers nods and says, I'll get this sent off as soon as I can. I'll do this right now, in fact. And he sort of turns and walks over to this wall, and he seems to pull out 2 pieces of chalk and starts drawing on the wall.
And then he too is cursed by the wall. It's a magic wall.
In my head, he's like, he goes to the wall and like he pees.
No, he goes to the wall, he draws a circle with lots of little runey bits around it as he's straining his head to remember exactly how it goes, and then he draws a box in the center, and then that box kind of flickers for a bit, turns into a black, and then he waits for about 2-3 minutes before a face appears in that box, as if somebody's connected on the other side, and he begins to have a conversation with them.
It's kind of creepy.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, but he has about a 5-minute conversation before the magic ends.
While this is happening, Alira's just like, well, this is ridiculous. Someone please, like, Tony, what are you doing?
I'm hitting this tree for wood.
Oh, okay. Do you have to smite it so hard?
Oh my
Yes,
god,
I'm
you smite
pissed.
it and it fucking explodes. The trunk explodes outwards and the top half collapses down, and you have a felled tree.
That's how you get the best firewood.
Yep.
You
So
gotta
I'm
hit
just
it with
gonna
your
lug that over.
fists, God.
Hit it with your fist.
Antony is bringing back entire trees for your campfire. Okay. At this point, Lyra, I'm going to send you part of the item description.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Except for, the worst part. It's so cool that you know it's cursed. Like,
I'm not going to be sending her the last two paragraphs,
yeah.
Oh,
unless you tell her
thanks.
those two.
Well, I mean, I kind of gave him an idea, but I didn't want to just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saving them from
Woo!
that. Yeah,
She's read the good bits.
that's also why I was like, wow, it really was made for a spellcaster.
And now I will do.
Adia turns to Honora. Do you think that we should continue our mission as is right now and just wait till we get something, hear something back, or should we just call it quits?
I mean, I suppose it depends on if she's still able to actually perform in combat.
She has 2 weeks. She'll work just fine as long as we don't take the item from. I would like us to be away from while we're talking. Just because she's just gonna be like, "What are you talking about? You're stupid."
Yeah,
It works just
I'm
fine.
kind of like I figured it'd probably be like zoned out on the skull at the moment. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why would you-
You're like, this is ridiculous. Why would anybody doubt you? You're so lovely. So it's like, why would anybody doubt something that makes you talk to it? Yeah. So yeah, you two separate yourself away and keep discussing.
As long as no one takes it from her, she'll be fine for 2 weeks. But that's roughly all the time we have.
Well, then I suppose we better hurry up then. We'll rest for tonight, and then we'll get this job done, and then we leave.
Okay. You guys set yourselves up for the night.
I brought
I'm
over the
assuming
tree.
Are you resting in the ruins for cover?
That was the whole reason of clearing it.
I'll bring the tree up there.
Okay.
Or wherever we're staying, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wherever it's not collapsed.
The back
Shelter.
area would be the most sheltered area.
Adia would probably spend, like, especially if we're separating into watches, she'll spend like an hour studying the pillar again, trying to see if there was anything she missed. But that'd be towards whenever we're like bedding down and stuff after everyone's.
Okay. When you are doing that, are you comprehending again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys all gather inside. Rivers joins. He gets a reply phone call at one point during the evening before it is time for bed, and spends another 5 minutes discussing something with someone again,
Reply phone call.
essentially.
She definitely would be. Also, yeah, I gotta do the alarm spell. I forgot. She would set up the alarm around the camp place, and then
So
like at
essentially,
the
like
stairs.
that is the line of solid roofing. The area you're in is solid roof. There's like a few missing holes in the walls, but anything of any major size could get through.
Okay.
In case
Yeah,
you were wondering.
then just like an alarm spell, like right here. Crap. Like right here for the stairwell lead into
Okay.
this area.
Okay. So draw it on.
You want me to?
Okay, so you draw your alarms on, and
Destroy.
your night watch begins. Who is going in what order?
I'm going first.
Adya. So anybody going to be on with her? Or are we putting Maddox on with you?
Yeah, Maddox will be with me.
Okay.
She did ask Rivers if he had any information about
He tells you that somebody has been dispatched to the capital, both to inquire about bringing in one of the order's few favors, and to see about contacting your master if she is available. They should have information either tomorrow or the day after in response for that. And there was a suggestion brought up by Urakov, the giant of a man that you met on the way out, which was, you're dealing with hags, right? Aren't they good magic users in covens? Maybe, I don't know, force them to work for you. He doesn't. His words don't sound like he's thought it through. Because
Fucking clearly.
yeah, because he's a barbarian, and
Because he's a
not the brightest
fucking
lad.
idiot.
But he's like, he's trying to help.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Honora talking in her sleep. It's like, man, that guy's so fucking stupid.
Adya, as you use your comprehend and spend an hour studying this pillar once again, you can roll me a intelligence check to see if you can understand any more information. There's a couple more points that you didn't quite study the first time round, and looking through it all, it says essentially it should remain contained. Do believe that it should remain. It does say it should remain contained, far away from people, or sacrifices would be given. Essentially, it was a device designed to create sacrifices. Dun, dun, dun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since I have like some time with this thing. So it'll take 2 long rests to fill it up, basically?
Yes.
And is it
2 long rests
empty?
to fill it. It is empty.
Okay. And it's just spell points and I just use it with the spells I have prepared, or
Yes.
okay.
So you can it's just essentially it makes your spell points, instead of 17, you can have up to 27 at this level.
Cool.
You don't put a spell in it, you just put your magic in it, basically.
Yeah. And also it can be used to replace a material component for a spell once a day.
Worth up to 1,000 gold.
That's a free revivify. Or a free
Raise dead.
raise dead.
Assuming it doesn't get destroyed after the remove curse. It probably just honestly removes the curse from you, and then the item has to be put back.
Well, probably.
Or
Maybe.
launched into the sun.
Who knows?
I mean, there's an idea. Like, we just kill her, sell the thing, get her raised dead. And, Just it's like a computer, right? You just gotta turn it off. Turn it back on.
Reboot the person.
Just reboot the person.
You
Don't
do realize
think that's
that
a good idea.
that with the deity she has as like her main focus, he probably would view that as a slight of disrespect from not like recognizing life and death having its strict roles and you just abusing his domain.
Eh. I'm over it.
Okay. So the watches go uneventfully, and we have about 40 minutes till the session was going to wrap up. Do we wish to leave it here, ready for the day? Ready for day 13 on the countdown? Or do we wish to
I mean,
continue
I
on?
wish to keep going, but only because we're not going to be here for the next session.
Oh, wait, you're not here in 2 weeks?
No.
Yeah, her and Ian are going to Tennessee.
Ah,
Mhm.
shit. I thought that was next week, where the free period.
Next week is me and Kayla going to be in
Orlando.
Orlando.
Ah, shit. Okay, well.
I just apparently am a travel guru now.
But like, how much are we really gonna get in
Yeah,
40 minutes?
Like you might finish the travel to the place, but then we just
Yeah,
you know,
because there's the whole
starting there.
D100s and random
Yeah.
encounters every step of the way.
I'm
not
fine
every
with going
step, you
over,
get
but
to-
that's just me.
Yeah, you got to this place without any random encounters.
Yeah, I
We
was
got,
lucky.
we got to your doom real quick.
This, as I say, this was speaking to Adya before you guys entered the temple. It was meant to be found by her, but then her sister found it.
Was it speaking to you?
No, he was just. Was it really speaking to me?
Did you not see the whispers I sent you? I thought you were.
Is that
responding.
me? I didn't realize that was me. I thought
Yeah,
that
if
was
it's
just
like
you
in the
joking.
yellow, that's him whispering to you.
Yeah, only you could see that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It,
No,
it
I'm
found
sorry,
the-
I didn't know. Oh.
It found the person in the group that was most likely to want to find it and pick it up, which was you, by quite a margin.
Yeah.
It only got me because I recently was unconscious and I've been bleeding and stabbed and just not in the right mind.
Mhm.
Excuses.
It talked to me before I picked it up. I blame it all on the cursed object. Was it?
Nope. Adia is extremely disappointed in you.
That's fine.
Maybe also a
It'll
little
be
bit proud.
My
no,
character
it
would have.
was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I do need to loosen up a bit. Gets cursed.
See, that's the thing that's crazy is that Adia would have saw it as magical and she would have identified it first. She goes through the scientific process. It's just that sometimes she's a little reckless, but she wouldn't have touched it probably, especially since I know that it was speaking to me. I wish I would have realized that was happening because I didn't see that.
I thought you were responding to it, because every time I sent you a message, you like changed your acting slightly, like you were getting even more impulsive to get in there. I thought you were responding to it.
Well, see, I thought I saw it, but I thought it was just like joking. The rest of I thought everybody, and I thought it was just like you joking. So I was just like, yeah. But
No, if it's in the yellow like that, where it says from the Ordained.
sorry.
No worries, no worries. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. So thank you everybody at home for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this further twist into this story and the time limit that's now been put on. Will our siblings be able to defeat this curse in time to save their sister?
No.
What else will happen?
Jesus. Nora doesn't care about any of us.
I gotta say, I'm quite happy
No, that was me.
Adja-
That was me, Ian. No,
I
not
am
anymore.
quite happy that Adja stopped Antoni just trying to rip it out of Illyra's hand, especially as the line that is part of its curse. The whole
Anyone?
A clear, forceful compulsion to obtain the item again at all costs.
Oh, that would have been
even
a
to the
fight
point of
to
causing
the death.
physical harm or death.
Oh.
Yep.
So that would have been Alira versus Antoni to the death.
That
You
was
know,
also.
Yeah, I would
Well,
lose.
I know.
I would lose.
I thought about it and I'm like, no, I don't want to touch it. I just want her to drop it. I even thought about hitting you in the hand with my warhammer, thinking, no, that's probably not a good idea. I'll just use command to make her drop
So
it.
the item does have a handout for you guys to view. I'm going to put it underneath Alira's character with her spiritual weapon. You can read the part of it that you understand. And when or if Adia decides to reveal more, you guys will be able to learn more.
I would rather
Yay.
wait until after she's taken care of from the curse, because my character, maybe the other two apathetic people won't freak out about it, but my character's kind of freaking out about it, and she just doesn't want everybody knowing exactly how she's going to die. Sorry.
All right,
It's
with that,
pretty-
we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye everyone.